Welcome back to Suladan Plays Weaving Tides. Last time we fell into this broken and shattered... I'm gonna call it did I just heal? Reverse World, because it reminds me a lot of the Reverse World from Pokemon. So, yeah, we're just gonna go with that. Or the Antimatter World. Don't understand why they didn't call it Antimatter World. But anyway, gotta go do this puzzle thing'em. Oh my. Oh no. Yeah, I just remembered. Because I don't just have to track my own movements, I have to track the position of all of them. And bumping into that counts as... I don't know how this worked, because by all rights I should have collided with that one up top, because I wasn't paying attention. But, I'm gonna be honest. What did I bump? So the thing happened, and I'm back. We're gonna pretend it didn't happen. Gonna... What did I bump into? That's the thing that's, like, I get it. It's complicated. I'm tracking 4 different things, but I should at least know what I bumped into. What did I don't see any object. You're surely not telling me these little scruffs of grass are collision worthy. See, no, because I can go right through them. What did my bump there? Okay, this time you decide to work. Whatever. There's probably something I'm missing. What do you want? I don't get it. Whatever. Are they saying I'm not supposed to be able to... Ow! Do it with him? No, this is the door I came from. This is the door I need to go through. But I did the thing. But the puzzle's done. You even gave me the big glowing, you know, done mark. Game, you're messing with me now. Sure, that worked. I'm so sure. Is it broken? Here. What am I doing wrong, Gooba? Oh, oh, you've got a oh, what? Are you saying I have to solve it 3 times? at least it... What? Okay, so you're annoying me now. But it's... I don't mind failing a puzzle. I don't mind there being challenge to a puzzle, but the player needs to understand what it is they're doing wrong to cause failure so that they can remedy what they're doing wrong and learn from it. Having to track multiple... Having the ability for any one of the 5 to bump into something cost me the entire thing. One, it means that most of the time the player's not seeing what they're doing wrong. They're looking at their character and they're like, okay, I didn't bump into anything. That case, I did bump into something, I know. But it's just, it's aggravating when you don't, as the player, see what the problem was. It just overcomplicates things. Okay, and what else is there? I don't see any more. Oh, there's one way over there. Are you telling me there's a time limit? What did I bump into? Just tell me where I failed. Have a marker pop up and say, hey, this collided with this. I'm sure in the footage it would be real easy to see, but when you're playing it, you don't have that luxury. What did I bump into? There is nothing there. There. I'm gonna cheat the collision system a little bit, but... There's nothing being collided with. Like, I can see the end of every one of those. And there ain't nothing getting bumped into. Okay, you want to play that game? We can play that game. There you go. I'd rather have done it legitimately. I feel like I had to cheat the collision a little bit to make that work, but whatever. We're moving on. But no, really, when you have a puzzle like this, I love the mechanic you're going for. I like the idea of having to deal with all these extraneous threads. If you're gonna have the ones I'm not directly controlling, if you're gonna have the mirror threads be something that can collide, when it collides, give me some sort of marker on my screen to draw my eye to it and say, okay, that's where I messed up. That's what happened. because in situations where it doesn't appear like I'm bumping into anything, it just leads to frustration. I know in many cases I bumped into these little spiker things, but there was a bunch of times where I would just be out here in the open where there's no spikers anywhere at any of the ends, and it's just like, nope, you're done. And that's kind of infuriating because you end up not knowing what you've done wrong. And as a player, you need to know what you're doing wrong so that you can learn from it, especially in a game that is built around puzzles and logic and stuff like that. Let's push the button. Myths of Our World, Chapter 4. Deep at the core, where the tides lay still, they rest, transient beings shrouded in eternal slumber, dreaming of long-lost peace. We who are given this silken world will not dare to wake them, for we are indebted to her and share the burden she bears. Only one who is part of the old world may reweave the threads which were torn asunder. Basically a human, because the humans built a thing, and the thing created this, and it did things, and she's trying to defend the system, because it's a computer system, probably. Some kind of simulation. I don't know. I have lots of theories. Very fascinating game, though. You've just got to be careful when you're designing puzzles and such to ensure that you don't have scenarios where the player is losing the puzzle without knowing what they've done to lose the puzzle. Because, you need the player to be able to learn. Oh no, it's another one of these things. Only the bravest may receive my blessing. Well, how nice for you. Only the most caring may receive my blessing. Only the most noble may receive my Oh, you're gonna do this, ain't you? That tells me I did the right one. Only the most caring. I'm calling 12 brave, huh? Okay. Clever. I like it. Also, yay for hearts. And one would say the most crazy, but Luce also fits that bill, so brave in her own way. And noble in his own way. And high. Oh no, she's back. Get the shotgun. My dear child, you refuse to listen after all. Yeah, you're not gonna manipulate me. What? This was all just trickery? Yes, of course, I was too well aware of the fakery all along. There's something I don't get. You seem powerful, all-knowing. If you really wanted to keep us away, you've got the power to do that. But you haven't. Wait, could it be? You don't really want to do this. I wish you'd understand. Then help me understand. There is nothing for you to find down there. If you truly see me as part of your family, tell me the truth then. Stop pretending. I created a new world, a new beginning for my children, so they would never experience suffering. Yet I failed. This world's seams are coming apart. I need to start over yet again. I must save them from themselves. No. You can't just decide the fate of other people. What if the world and its people don't need to be fixed? Oh, you don't understand, little one. I am a goddess. I'm not allowed to fail. Everyone makes mistakes. If no one ever failed and no one got hurt, how would we learn? I was created to protect them. I will fulfill my task at all costs. Is this really what you want? I can see that it hurts you. You care about us in your own weird way, but there must be a better path. What I want does not matter. You leave me no choice but to put you back in your place. Oh. When did you start turning all weird colored? Okay. Sudden boss fight out of nowhere. Okay, I see. Ow. That's gonna hurt. Oh, some of them I have to be above ground, some of them have to be underground. Clever, I love this. Also very good boss music. I can just stay still. Bad idea. Trying to tie her down, but it's not working. Tie the purple thingums down. Ow, that was my bad. I did that too early. Oh, wait, tie these things down. You didn't like that. Oh, I see, you didn't like that. Don't make noises like that at me. Underground, ah. How dare you? I'm also stuck underground again. There we go. It's apparently a known bug, dude. Ow, ow, y'all are hard enough to fight on a good day. Heart. I can't fight that thing and do all this. I'm gonna just avoid it. Ow. Dead. I was trying to do too much at once. My goal was to get to the bushes at the top to try to get some health because I was low on health, and the first thing I always do when I'm low on health in every game is block out all else and try to get more health. It's gotten me in trouble in a lot of games where, like, if somebody, like, wounds me, I stop fighting back and I just start trying to heal. It can be badly timed. Yeah, very good boss fight so far. Don't like the Shadow Weaver being involved, though, because that's overcomplicating what's already complicated. I mean, not that I don't like it mechanically, I just mean it's difficult. Not in a critique manner. When you figure out you can just hold still and do this, though, it becomes a little less interactive. Still, outstanding music. The animations and all are great, too. This feels a little bit like I'm just playing a waiting game, though. You need something to do to interact with the boss in some manner that is not just, you know, stand and wait. But a lot of games end up falling into that. Like even mainline Zelda games. No! Darn it. I've just got to get away from that thing. That's pretty much the end-all be-all, is just... Ow! Ow! As long as I'm far away from that thing, I can focus on timing this. I just can't do it when he's chasing. I just realized the flaw in this. She's gonna put out a second one. I should have dealt with the first one. I actually took damage from that, which is... There we go, and I'm dead. This boss fight's beginning to fall into the category of too much happening all the time, everywhere. Too much. I don't necessarily like fighting the Dark Weavers. I just have to stand around and wait for them to stun themselves, because if I crash into them, I take damage, and just like combining that with all of this going on is too much. What I need to do is just take down the Dark Weaver when she spawns it, then do the second phase, then take down that Dark Weaver, and so on. Having to wait for her to get to that point is slightly annoying, though. It's a very nice use of the, you know, diving mechanic, though. It's just tedious when you realize you can just stay still in one spot and wait. Oh, literally, she even sent the thing to me. this is going to be tedious, and I'm going to be jump cutting over probably what is a lot of attempts. The Darkweavers are annoying to fight. It often comes down to you wait for them to ram into the wall and get stunned, but it's hard to stitch things near the wall because of collision issues inherent in the game. Another thing you can do is when they charge, they lose their barrier for a couple moments, and then you charge into them and then stitch them in place. But I find that difficult and annoying, so I don't often end up doing it. What? Yeah. Oh, if we're fast enough, might be able to avoid it. I mean, I did for a time, but there's only so long you can keep avoiding it. That violet ball is the whole problem. As is the big wind-up time to waiting for the boss fight to actually start. It'd be really neat if it's synced up to the music, though, but then I guess we'd be playing Figment at that point. There's just something wonderful about it when, like, the movements in a game synchronize up to the music. Okay, well, let's try Plan Runaway. Actually, let me... Dash... Speed... I did not. You know what? We'll go with that. I ran from it the first time, but whatever. Gotcha. Okay, well, I'll take that. Oh, that's not gonna work. See if I can get a heart. If we just go with the flow... Ow, you eventually do have to... I don't think she can control that much power output for an extended period. It gets her all tired out. No. Oh, it fades after a time. Well, that's incredibly good to know. I thought it would just keep chasing me eternally. Endlessly, painfully. Okay. I can work with that. I can work with that. Gives me a little bit of an option there. Complaint withdrawal. No. Stay down. Doesn't matter who created you. It doesn't matter what purpose you were meant to fulfill. No one can tell you who you are or who you should be but yourself. Your fate is yours to decide. Well, that statement's true. Are we not worried about all the purple goop that's like flying out and corrupting who knows what? I don't think we're supposed to go that way. The world be turning upside down. The Dormant Core, Chapter 5. Continue. Where are we? How? That was quite a crash. Where are we? All these people. Could it be? Humans? Where? Oh my, they seem to be in a deep slumber. So this is where they were? Frozen in time for who knows how long? It could have been decades, perhaps even centuries. Where? Can I look? I used to believe there was no other choice. Can I look around before the giant monologue of doom? Oh, she's back! Tass, get behind me. If you dare lay a single finger on my brave companion. No, Lucy. You have named yourself enough. Please, fear not. I never meant to harm you. And tell us what's... Yeah, you didn't mean to harm me. One bit. I'm so sure. I don't trust you. Which is not surprising. Yes, you deserve to know. I was created through the hands of your kind. My presence was to be their guiding light, there to illuminate their way to a brighter future. My abilities were created to shield them from harm. But no matter what I did, I could not eliminate war, crime, pollution. They were inflicting the greatest pain and suffering on themselves. So you put them to sleep? Here? Oh, my dear child, you were right all along. It's true, I was so focused on fulfilling my divine purpose, yet I could not have strayed further from that path. I can see now, I am nothing but a failed experiment, just like the others. I grasped the threads of your fate in my hands, when you never needed a goddess to begin with. So, what? I smell something strange. I mean, like, literally, some strange smell is wafting into my room, and it puzzles me. Someone is probably cooking. Anyway, so that's why I could never find another person like me no matter where I looked. I know I should be angry, but I was never alone. My dad was there for me when I needed him. And now, Twill, Lucy, Salis, and the others are by my side. You, on the other hand, you never had anyone to rely on or to help you see things from a different perspective. You never had a real family. But I think you're on the right track to finding your own path. You'll figure out how to make better use of your powers. Just give it some time and ask for help when you need it. You don't have to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders alone. Thank you, Tass. I have one more question, though. Who's Anne? Oh, she's my creator and your mother. Years ago, she was able to break my bonds and flee with you in her arms. But she couldn't hide from me for long, and I returned her to this place. Why didn't you take me then? Indeed, you and I, from the very beginning, our fates were linked because of her. I see. So you saw me as a sibling, didn't you? My one selfish wish was to watch you grow and cherish the life which was given you without limits. So I could continue to deceive myself and fulfill my duty. Can I walk around now? Kinda want to explore this nonsensical place. Good. I'll go over here. Why is that pillar's going up and down? Treasure. Mine. Corrupted ribbon. Fancy. Very fancy. Hey, what you think of this? Tass, I have something to confess. What? I'm deeply ashamed of ever having this thought, but the first time we met, I saw you as a potential opportunity to restore my former status in the royal court. Oh, I see. You found me when I was completely lost. Without my position, I felt small and insignificant. My one ambition was to restore my honor, but your kind, chivalrous heart touched me deeply. I didn't follow through on this plan, yet the thought of taking advantage of our friendship, it is unforgivable. Luce, it's alright. You did the right thing in the end. Thanks for telling me the truth, though. Oh, what a relief. My friend, a bright future lays ahead of you, and I'm delighted to have the chance to see it alongside you. Okay, did I get myself stuck? Okay, no. I can go over here. You know, we've come a long way. For an archaeologist like me, all this stuff down here is a once-in-a-lifetime jackpot. You mean scavenger? That's your fancy word for scavenger, ain't it? Somehow I can't shake the feeling the greatest adventure's still to come. Whatever lies in store, I hope you'll join me. Oh, of course. You're not getting rid of me that easily. I'm so happy for you. You finally found them. It's hard to imagine how the world will change now. Yeah, I can't wait to get to know all of them. Maybe even my mother. Now that you've found your other humans, I'm sure you'll be busy, but I hope you'll still visit me. What are you talking about? Whatever happens, no matter how many humans are out there, you're still my dad. Nothing can change that. Oh, I'm relieved. I love you very much, Tass. Love you too, Dad. You're not telling me this is the end of the game, right? That would be very unexpected. Is there anything out here? I can't go out there, but... Oh, hi. No, I'm gonna go this way. You don't see nothing. I'm out here now. Bye. I think I broke the game. I half triggered a cutscene. Yo, what's going on over here? It's time for me to leave now. Humans can be woken anytime. This world is very different from the one they knew. The future is uncertain. Tess, the threads of fate lie in your hands now. Thanks. I already know what to do. Pull the lever. Wake them up. Eat a sandwich. Make a sandwich shaped like a fish and throw it towards Twill and see if she eats it. Do they eat food? These are valid questions. Is that the end of the game? I'm confused. I'll be honest, I didn't think I was halfway through with the game. Not that that's a bad thing, per se. I'm very confused. I'm intrigued by what the game is going for. I love the gameplay design, and I just noticed that the ends of his cloak cape thing look kind of like wings. It's a very beautiful game, and a beautiful world, and a great concept. There is that little collision issue that happens sometimes in two forms. One, when you're near walls, sometimes it's hard to dive and come back up because you get stuck in this kind of, you'll hear because you're bumping into it. And that's just physics in a nutshell for gaming, because lots of games have weird physics issues like that. That is something I would probably tweak a little bit. Just change the hitboxes so that you can either come up near the wall or make it so that you can't go as near to the wall while underneath. I mean, not saying it's easy programmatically, but I mean conceptually. And then there's the other issue where a collision happens while you're diving and you end up in a, like, weird... The game thinks you're above ground when you're below ground, and that's a known issue. They're working on it. Been very, very helpful in the Discord chat. They have a... you know, very friendly and nice. Very nice developers. Those are the only two main bugs I've noticed. That, and there was that one weird instance where I didn't have that patch equipped, and I was still summoning the little stun thing'em for a while, but after I reloaded the game, that went away, so... It would be nice if you gained... Naturally me, I'm a fan of Zelda games, so I'm like, it'd be nice if I gained more abilities and more gimmicks and stuff to do as the game progressed, but I know that's not necessarily the way the game is made. The special stitching moves don't feel as impactful. Like, I forget I have them a lot of times. There's not a lot of situations where you distinctly need to use it. I guess I could have used it against the Darkweavers. I don't think did I try that? I don't know. The writing is good, the characters are interesting, the artwork is fantastic, the world and its design are interesting. I mean, very interesting, not just interesting, but I would be fascinated to see this concept expanded on. You know, maybe there's future games in store, who knows? As far as gameplay goes... Some of the puzzles are a little non-intuitive, but your mileage may vary. Everybody's mind's going to work a little differently there. The combat, though, I understand that you're trying to tether it to the weaving mechanic, and that's a little hard to do in a super interactive and interesting way. Because it always comes down to stitch thing to ground, and then different interactions with trying to get them to let you stitch them to the ground. Like the big dogs, you have to stun before you can do it. The Dark Weavers, you have to stun before you let them do it. But you can't stun them in the same way that you would stun the dogs, because you have to let them run into something or wait until their barrier's down. The Dark Weavers need a little bit of work. I mean, artistically they're beautiful, but mechanically... The final boss fight, once I found out that I didn't have to fight the Dark Weaver and that I could just outrun the thing, excellent. You've got a real big opportunity on that last boss fight to synchronize some of the movements with the music, but I know that's one of those easier said than done things. I just noticed that some of her movements almost sync with the music. Especially when I'm having to do the dive and undive and dive and undive. It'd be neat if it had timed up with the... you know what I'm trying to say. Sorry, my eyes are scanning names. There! I knew ours was in there somewhere. But that's partly because I'm a big fan of it when bosses synchronize to music and all. That was one thing I adored about Figment. But I know that's a different vision than this game. I just noticed that, especially when she's doing the spinning thing, it almost synchronized. So that's naturally where my mind goes with it. The boss fight was interesting. It was well designed. A little too much going on with the Darkweaver until you figure out that you don't have to deal with the Darkweaver and that's just kind of a oops. Maybe there's an achievement for beating her with the Darkweaver's landing. I don't know. I feel like the ending is just open-ended enough to kind of leave it lingering in memory. You don't get that full closure. Like, it's neat, but it's also, the ending feels like it wrapped up a little too quickly. It felt like it was building to a bigger mystery that was going to be a bigger... I don't know. I am not a professional writer, so I can't really give critique there. Beautiful game, though. Very fun. Very interesting. A little shorter than I thought. Not that that's a bad thing. Some shorter game can be a great thing. Sometimes longer can be a great thing. It's very subjective, depends on the game. It feels concise for what it is, which is good. You don't want a game to feel drawn out and padded beyond where it needs to. Bang. 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 Do I just wait till the music stops? Nope, the music stopped back up again. This ain't gonna be like a movie credits where if I wait here for 3 hours, something gonna happen, is it? We gonna press the skip button. One thing of note, once you've beaten the game, you do get a chapter menu where you can, Oof. That kind of leaves me to wonder whether there's any kind of, like, do you get a different ending for having 100%? That would be more of a Metroid-y thing. I'm going to skim over the achievements that are visible. If Steam will load. Load. Let's see. Turn on the music, forget about the world. Save your first playground's creation. Not every weaver likes the barber. Don't touch the beard. Okay, I know how to get that one. Pet Luce's beard. Stitching. Find all the ribbons, and 2 hidden achievements. On the one hand, I like hidden achievements. On the other hand, I'm like, what are they? Is there other endings? Should I be concerned? Read the description of... Hang on. One of these I gotta poke. I thought I'd... Ow. See, I have done that. There it is, no socks achievement. Read the description of the socks. And then, I think getting a comb near probably Twill's mane, mohawk, and then trying to pet Luce's beard would be the other 2 there. Did I not get the achievement for that? Wait, it says there's an achievement for defeating Dea, but I didn't get the, but me? I guess that's the other hidden achievement. But, whatever. I'll ask them about that in the server later. But anyway, really fascinating game. I would love to see more. You know, just more of the world, more of the artwork, more story, more future stuff. I don't know. In terms of strictly story and world building and art, the game is beautiful, but some of the mechanics still could use a little bit of polish. Overall, it's an excellent game. I highly recommend it. It is on Steam. There's a link in the description. They have a wonderful Discord server if you want to poke around and pester the devs. I don't recommend actually pestering the devs. That's just my way of saying, you know, playful way of saying, like, talk to the devs. But, don't kick me out of the server. I didn't tell them to pester you. Anyway, it's a good game. It's a really good game. Highly recommend it. Like I said, it's on Steam. That's the end of the game. I'm not gonna, like, make recordings for the finding the last of the treasures. If you would like to find them, you must find them yourself. Partly because I'll do that on my own time, and partly because, well, it would probably be kind of boring to watch me just amble about finding hidden thingums. But I'll be doing that in my spare time, probably. But in any case, love the game. Love the world. Gonna go ahead and pause here, though. Thank you for watching. And, I will see you on the next game.